So earlier today, Aaron Rodgers was on the Pat McAfee show, and he had lots of different things to say, as he always does on Tuesdays with Pat McAfee, which I always enjoy. But I want to cover a few different quotes from Rodgers that I think were the most important from the entire time with his time with Pat McAfee. And really, it comes down to right now, Rodgers making his decision. Does he want to play? And if he doesn't want to play, he retires and everything else sort of stops right there. But if he decides to play, then of course there's a possibility. Will he return to Green Bay? Will he be traded? It's just sort of who knows right now. But I want to read a few quotes. First off, he says this: "It's taboo to talk about some of these ideas, but to be open to the possibility that if I want to keep playing, that it might be somewhere else. I understand that. I understand they might want to move on and go younger at a number of different positions. That's a part of it." So first off, he understands the Packers could want to go young at certain positions, may not want to bring back some of the veterans who are currently free agents. At that point, maybe Rodgers says, you know what? If the Packers want to move on, he's like, okay, I understand, that's a possibility. Then he says this: "I've been there 18 years. I have lifelong friends in that organization. I have lifelong memories. I've made some of my closest friends in my life because I was drafted by the Green Bay Packers, and they paid me multiple contracts. Had amazing success. I met some really special people. So why would I have animosity toward that? And on the flip side, hopefully there won't be any animosity if that was a decision at some point." Then he goes to say, "I have nothing but love for the fans and the amazing people I've met over the years at different events. It's a beautiful, beautiful town. So I think there's been a lot of fun dreaming about retiring as a Packer because there's something really special about that. But if the competitive hole still needs to be satiated and it's time to move on, then I hope everybody would look at that with a lot of gratitude and not any resentment." So Rodgers seems open to the fact that he could decide to return. The Packers and him could be on different pages, and he could potentially be traded, which would mean he would play somewhere else. And he basically saying he's grateful for the time he spent in Green Bay. He would have no malice in his heart towards the Packers if they decided to make that decision. He made that very clear throughout this entire conversation. So if, for whatever reason, the Packers and Rodgers aren't able to decide to be with each other once again, which will be very sad as a Packers fan who has, me personally, watched Aaron Rodgers most of my life, or for a long time in my life here. It would be sad to see him go 100%, and I'll always root for him wherever he goes. But he's open to the possibility if it has to happen, and it really comes down to, will they be on the same page? Will they not be on the same page? But it's nice to hear him talking in this way because, it's never fun to have to see an organization and a player sort of get on shaky ground with each other after such a long career. So at least if he were to leave, it seems like it would be on somewhat good terms and there'd be no discontent between both sides. But I thought it'd be nice to share those few thoughts from Rodgers. But still, right now, he has to decide what he wants to do. And then from that point on, we'll see what is next there. And then for the next few weeks, for the next couple months, I'll be covering everything that happens in regards to the situation. So stay tuned for that. But that's all I have for this video. Thank you for watching as always. I'll see you guys next time.